In a quick turnaround for the team with another game away at Lincoln City tomorrow night. How were things on the training ground this morning?
I don't know because we haven't trained yet. No, we're training after this, obviously this afternoon, and we're travelling over to Lincoln. So we've been in dialogue really with the players all weekend to see how they're feeling. As I said, because of the disrupted pre-season we had, there's a few tired bodies, a few carrying 1 or 2 niggles. So we'll reevaluate them and see how they are for tomorrow night.
Another opportunity to impress in front of the travelling supporters, of course. When you saw them on Saturday, it must have kind of felt like football was getting back to normal again.
Yeah, I think all weekend the watching of the games, and especially yesterday with the Tottenham Man City game, all those flags and the full stadiums again, it just feels like football, and the atmosphere that our fans created on Saturday, in an intimidating atmosphere really against a team that just opened the new stadium with 30 years since they'd played there, and huge emotion in the game. I thought our fans were outstanding, and unfortunately we couldn't quite get the win, but they certainly backed us to the hilt, and we did a lot of things right on Saturday.
Just looking at Lincoln City, they of course reached a playoff final last season. You must be expecting a difficult game first and foremost going there.
Yeah, I think they're a very good team with a very, very good manager, someone that I respect a lot in the game. Challenging game, good benchmark for us. They finished in the playoff, got to the playoff final last season. I see a lot of similarities between the two teams and what we try and do and how we try and play. But it'll be a good game, as I said. Sharon reminded me that the last time they went there, they got beat 5-1. So I've promised her that won't happen again. So fingers crossed, we'll give a good account of ourselves and try and get the win.
Michael Appleton, of course, a manager that you played under briefly at Blackpool. I mean, firstly, it must be pleasing to see him back in the dugout after recovering from his surgery.
Amazing. Football aside, he's an excellent and very good man. A lovely human being, and he's a strong man as well. And the way he's coped with that and got himself straight back into football is credit to him. I have a load of respect for him, both in the game professionally and as a person as well.
Scored 6, conceded 6 in the first 2 league games. As a manager, do you sort of sit there more pleased with what you've seen rather than discouraged by what you've seen?
A mixture of the two. I mean, I think there's loads more positives than negatives. I think that's a marker of how far we've come, that we're disappointed not to have 6 points, really. I think the game Saturday in particular we should have won. I think the MK Dons game we should have won. And obviously we got through in the cup against a very good team. So things are going well. It's just now about how we tweak things and keep that attacking threat and goal scoring threat, where we do look free scoring at the moment, which is an improvement on last season. But then how do we get back to keeping clean sheets again? And that's the fundamentals really, and the basics. If we can keep things tight and keep clean sheets with the forward players we've got on the pitch, we can win games and win games comfortably. So we're always looking at how to improve, and lots of hard work's taking place.
The games are coming thick and fast already. It was a physical encounter on Saturday. Just looking at team news for Lincoln, how are we looking?
As I said, we've got a lot of tired bodies, and the team for now is going to have to change, game to game because of, as I said, a disrupted pre-season, and players have really suffered with the COVID, and it's taken a lot out of them physically. So we have to monitor them. Like George Johnston was a perfect example on Saturday. George had done fantastically well and on merit didn't deserve to come out of the team, but we have to make sure that we don't break these players down because they've done a lot off the back of how they've suffered in pre-season. Rico the same, last 20 minutes he was ever so tired. You could see that Owen's still building up his fitness. So we're going to improve from here. It's just for now about making sure that we monitor everybody and don't break anybody down.
Dennis Politic has joined Port Vale on loan until the end of the season earlier today. What can you tell us about the sort of thinking behind letting Dennis go to Vale Park?
Obviously Dennis missed a whole year of development time last season, and in that year this club's moved forwards a great deal. We've signed a lot of players in those positions, and we couldn't guarantee Dennis the football he needs for his own personal development and improvement. Dennis is a fantastic player for this football club and will be moving forwards. He's got a bright future, but it's now about his own development and how we get the best out of him for the future, and that means playing regularly, and Port Vale gave us that chance, and hopefully he goes there and does well.